Welcome, football fans, to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. On the ground again with Johnson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. From the gun, Johnson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Baker. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll air it out on 3rd. On the screen, this is White. Has room inside the 25. There it is! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Isaac Garindo. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Oh, Brown has it knocked out. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers get another 6 to make this while a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. All the way across midfield before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here's Garindo on 2nd down. And some nice running there gets him 8. 3rd down coming up.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on 3rd. Here's Garindo again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Purdy gonna go on fourth. Kittle makes the catch. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is first and 10 at the 36. Purdy, a quick throw, complete. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Purdy throwing here. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Throw here, 3rd down. Completed over the middle. Looked great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Purdy trying on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
Get set.
From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only manages 1 yard on that run, so now they'll need 3 on 3rd and goal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Pacheco again. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And it looks like the defense got it. No touchdown. They recover, and this is going to be a touchback.
Man, did those sidelines get loud. I think we all had to figure out what the heck was going on and who recovered the ball. But the minute they see the defense gets it, Kate, look at them. They save 6 points, and they get the ball back for their offense.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Out of the gun, White. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at 3rd and very long. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Oh, it puts some heat on this deep ball, left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Play action now with Purdy. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now an inside give to Johnson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. Catch made. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd down, they need 7. To the air on 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Pretty throwing here on first. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And this one does not go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
A second down run by Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Receiver screen to Ayuk. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 35-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun is Purdy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Purdy on 3rd and 1. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. That's good for 7 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, Purdy to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's Carlton Davis. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Dropping this underneath, Johnson. And he's going to have them up to that 23. Give him 13 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Here's Johnson again. Fights his way through a tackle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's the handoff. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Mayfield will look to throw. He runs it up to midfield. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the Steelers with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Baker now from the gun. Gets his running back. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a Steelers first down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Motioning left is their running back. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Throwing again is Baker. Pulled in by his back, White. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. He's got White, complete. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Rachaad White touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. So that clock's going to run as he takes a knee. We'll see if the defense wants to burn a timeout and preserve some of it. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Buddy T, watch out. Stop.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Oh no, they get him yet again. Kobe Bryant has it. And the Steelers get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Complete to DK Metcalf. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
They run the counter with White. Crashes through a tackle. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Mayfield now from the gun. Caught, this is Greg Dulcich. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Motion man sent left. Baker now off the play fake. He rolls to his right. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Five still to go here. This is second down. That's complete right side. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's the backup, first throw. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Work to throw. He has the first over the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Play action with Rourke. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Now a give to Garendo. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
To the air, here's Rourke. Finds the in route complete. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That play made by their rookie from Michigan State.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Play fake, it's Rourke. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Kittle makes the catch. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
From the red zone now. Throwing the out route complete. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
180.
Play fake, it's Mayfield. Pass complete to Dulcich. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Brought down by Fred Warner.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
180.
They'll toss it to Johnson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's Cox. He's got Washington. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
First down, Steelers.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 shots.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
180!
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Has it down close. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
180! What's up?
They'll run with Johnson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Run. 180!
Mayfield now, blitz coming. And got his man, that's a Pittsburgh touchdown! The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there.
The kicker on 40.
Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
60 Bison! 60 Bison! Check go!
Shotgun now for Rourke. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To throw, Rourke. Dialing up a receiver screen. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
70
Shotgun, handoff to Garindo. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Rourke from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
On 3rd down, here's Garindo. This is close, but does not get that first. They're going to be left with a 4th and short.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. this one swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully, and now they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Drive starts with a carry by White. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 43-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
180.
Lone back gets the handoff. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
180.
Third down, here's Mayfield. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out at about the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
York out of the shotgun. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it, but these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
Now Rourke to throw. Take it in on the right side by Pearsall. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Rourke looking to pass. Catch made. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
14 yards. That's another 49er first down.
1st and 10 from the 41.
41-yard line.
Set. Bravo 80.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down. Rourke looking to throw. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down. Now, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Throw is caught by the back. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still fourth down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Lining up to take a knee on second down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Setting up for the kneel down on third. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So for Brock Ewart, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.